Hey everybody, this is Cressel Snapdragon back again with another Discord bot maker tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a rank system. I've already made it, but I want to take you through it step by step. I had to create it and then I had to test it. But basically what I'm going to show you how to do is create a rank system using experience points that are generated every time someone in the community sends a message. And then we're going to have it assign that individual a role every time they rank up. Now the bare ranking system I've already created again, and I'm going to take you through it step by step to show you exactly how I did it. It's going to involve creating both a command and an event, and again I'm going to put the raw data in my GitHub repository. So first you're going to create a command and call it rank or level. It's just your preference. You can leave the restrictions and permissions the way they are. The first action you're going to want to make is store member data, and you do that by going to create and looking for store member data. You're going to see an interface like this, and you're going to want to make it so the member is the command author. You're going to want to give it a data name. I called it EXP for experience, and the default value should be 0. So this is going to be storing the member data regarding their experience. And you want to store it under a temporary variable. I called it member EXP. So here, that's where we stored the data regarding experience points. You want to do it again for the data regarding rank or level. So member is command author, data name is rank, the default value should be 1, and then we stored it under a temp variable called member rank. This basic command is so that anybody can look at how many experience points they have and what their rank is. So we have to make it generate just a simple message here. So that's our third action. And I just have it say your current rank is, and then to get this temp variable member rank, you just right click, go to insert temp variable, and there's my temporary variables for EXP and rank right there. And you can put them into your message. You currently have this many experience points, and that's just what the message says. So that's our command. And if we were to run it, here's my bot testing server on Discord. Now it's probably going to generate the message twice, and that's because I have my bot up on a cloud platform right now, and obviously none of the changes that I've made are going to be on the cloud platform, so I have to also run it from the Discord bot maker in order to see any changes that I've made to my bot. That is until I push it to the cloud platform with its updated changes. So it's going to respond twice, just don't pay attention. Okay, your current rank is 17, you currently have that many experience points. So the next thing that we're going to do is create an event. You're going to go to create new event, call it whatever you want, I call it rank system, and here you actually have to give it an event trigger. And the trigger I have it sent to is any message sent, deprecated, use any message command type, and then I gave it a temp variable called experience gain. So basically every time a user sends a message, they gain an experience point. Now here, just like we did when we were creating the welcome event, I have it look for a channel by channel name. Here it is. And then I store it under a temp variable called channel. This is so we can tell the bot which channel to send the rank up message to. Now, if the channel is found, if it exists, then it's going to jump to action 4 here. If it doesn't exist, then I have it create the channel. So here, if the temp variable channel exists, it jumps to action 4. If false, it continues and it creates a new text channel and stores it in the temp variable called channel. Next, we're going to actually set up the ranking system. So every time someone sends a message, it has to store that message info. So you're going to go to create, store message info. Here's the interface you're going to see. You do have to have the Discord bot maker mods. I'll put the link in the info below if you haven't already installed these into your Discord bot maker. Now here the source message, right, we store it under the temp variable called XP gain. The source info is going to be the message author, and we want to store that in a temp variable called member. So this is action number 4, store message info. Next, we're going to have it control member data. So you're going to go to create and then control member data. And you're just going to see this simple interface here. you have to choose your temp variable. Our temp variable we called was member underscore and message info, right? So we have here temp variable stored in member. Here we're going to pull that information back out. Temp variable member. The data name is exp, and then we're going to add value, and we're going to have it add 1 experience point every time somebody sends a message. And again, we created this data name over here under the command. Next, we're going to have it store members rank data. Here we have temp variable member again. The data name is rank. Its default value is 1 if the data doesn't exist. So if someone just entered the server and they don't have a rank yet, it's going to automatically default them to 1. And then we're going to store this information under user rank. Then we go to check member data, and this is another conditional command. So you're going to go to temp variable member. It's going to check whether their data exp is greater, and here is our temp variable. You just right click on it and go to insert temp variable, and here I inserted user rank. So if the amount of exp a person has is 10 times greater than their rank, so say your rank is 1, then when your experience points become 10, because that's 10 times greater than 1, then it's going to continue actions. If not, it's going to stop. So if we continue actions, it's going to then, we go to control member data, temp variable member, data name rank, we're going to have it add a value of 1. So if we go back here, when the experience gained is greater than the user's rank by 10, then it's going to add a value of 1 to their rank, so they rank up to level 2. And then we wanted to create an embedded message to say, yay, you did it! So I created an embedded message. Go to create embedded message. I gave it a look, right? This is the aesthetics of the message. I have a title, I have a color, this is just HTML hex code. I gave it a thumbnail URL. If you do add a picture, remember, it can be GIF, PNG, or JPEG, but it has to have the source at the end. And then I stored it under a temporary variable called message. Then I created the body of the text for the embedded message by going to set embed message description. It says, hooray, temp vars member, right? If you just go to insert temporary variable, right here, the member is the server member, has ranked up to frog level. And then here, right, that's where we stored our rank temporary variable. And then we have it send the embedded message. And I said to send to temp variable channel, which I have here, right? We created this channel name rank and stored it under a temp variable called channel. So now when we send this message, I have it send it to the rank channel. So the next thing that I want to do, now that we've created the foundation of the ranking system, is I want to make it so that whenever a member of the server levels up to a particular rank, they're automatically assigned a role by the bot. So to do that, what we're going to do is go to create, and first we want to go to check variable. Now here, we're going to have it be pulling information from the temp variable called user rank, and just say create. We're not going to do anything with it yet. I'm going to clone it 2 more times because I have 3 roles. So 3 roles, 3 conditions here. Next, what I want to do is go to find role, and here is where I'm going to have it find the role by name. Go to your server, make sure the role names are exactly the same, and I'm going to have this store it under the temp variable role 1. I'm then going to go to add member role. It's pulling from role 1, and then I want to have it put the information under our temp variable that we already called member earlier on in our action sequence here. So that way it's going to assign the member the role of Poliwag. And then I want to have it end action sequence. This is very important because we're going to add more actions below here, and if the end action sequence wasn't there, then the bot would sign every role that I have it create down here. So you have to have end action sequence so that it only assigns one role at a time. Now we're going to clone this for the two other roles. We're going to change the role names here. Temp variable role 2, temp variable role 2, assign it to temp variable role 3, role 3. Okay, next what we're going to do now that we have our roles here is we're going to assign the conditions by going back to check variable. So here we're having it look in the temp variable called user rank, and if a user's rank will say equals 10, I'm going to have it jump to action 15 and assign them the first role of Poliwag. So that means that they have to gain an experience that equals to rank 10, and then they will be given the role of Poliwag. If false, we'll have it continue actions. Same thing here, but now we're going to have rank equal 40, and if true, jump to action 18 so that they're assigned the role of Toad. If false, we'll have it continue actions. Here, if it equals 100, we're going to jump to action 22, or we're going to, for this last one, the last role, we're going to do stop action sequence. So if it doesn't equal any of those, then it's just going to stop. Okay. Now we've set up our conditions and our roles. We've set up the foundation of the ranking system. We should be able to test it now. I'm going to make it assign me more experience so that it goes by a little faster when we test it. Let's go to run project. Test it one more time. Hooray, and now I've ranked up to Toad! And it works. I will again put the raw data in the GitHub that I have with all my other raw data so that you can just copy and paste this into your own event by going to edit raw data, and you just copy the raw data and paste it in here. And then you'll be able to see all this, and you'll be able to fix it to your personalized settings. But that is how you create a rank system. Thanks for watching.